All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another review for Invincible, the streaming series, the first season, episode 7, the new episode, We Need to Talk. Alright, and spoiler warning if you guys have not seen this episode yet for Invincible. So I reviewed the first episode of Invincible, and some people were asking me about this, so I decided, alright, why don't I do another review for it, because I do watch it every week, guys, and just because I don't always get time to do a review for every episode doesn't mean that I haven't seen it. I've got almost every issue of Invincible, the comic book series, and been reading it since around the time it first started, which, geez, man, that's a lot of years ago at this point. What's that, like 15, 16 years ago? Something like that at that point. So getting to see this television series, or I guess we're calling it streaming series now, because it's Amazon Prime streaming series version of Invincible, is amazing. Since the first episode, just continuing to kick ass absolutely all the way through, and there are talks right now of whether or not it will get a second season. I hope it does get a second season, but we're going to have to see if enough people watch it and if Amazon wants to order another one. I don't know how many episodes the first season is going to be. If you do know, you can go ahead and leave a comment for me below. Give me some kind of idea. So far, we've seen 7 episodes of the first season, and episode 8 is coming up next week. Not sure if that's the last one or not, but this one was a pretty pivotal episode in episode 7 with We Need to Talk. So we go through the series here, first season, and basically we have Mark, we have Omni-Man. In the first episode, the premiere episode, Omni-Man, in what is sort of a near the end of the first episode kind of twist, kills the Guardians of the Globe, which is the equivalent of, I guess, in the Invincible universe, slash Image Invincible universe, would be their equivalent to like the Justice League. So it'd be equivalent to if Superman killed the Justice League, is kind of what we sort of have here with Omni-Man. So the comic book series version reveals why he does that. There's a reason for it, and I won't spoil that in this video. I do know what it is, but maybe that will be kind of revealed in next week's episode. So we'll leave it for that for this one, of why exactly he did that, and why Omni-Man is doing the things that he's doing. So we have Omni-Man. We have everything that's been happening with him. This episode, we get to see some incredible action from Omni-Man, and he's always fun to kind of watch go around and smash people, whether it be even leaving his handprint in the top of a car as he's interrogating somebody, or if he's just taking guns and shoving them through people's faces and stuff like this. It's pretty awesome to see some of the fight scenes in this one, and I absolutely love in this one that the Mauler twins revive Immortal, and we get to see somewhat of a kind of rematch between Immortal and Omni-Man. But this time, in this case, Omni-Man doesn't have the jump on him, so it's pretty exciting. Also love to see Ross Marquand in there from Walking Dead. He plays Aaron, if you guys aren't familiar, and he does the voice for Immortal, which is awesome, as he's screaming at him like some kind of Dragon Ball Z type of thing as he's coming at Omni-Man, and they're beating the crap out of each other until eventually Omni-Man, as you might expect, gets him. But it's pretty sweet. I even like the eye jabs. He just has so much disdain for him after what happened before that he'll even resort to eye pokes when he's basically pretty much has one, Omni-Man has one arm through him. So awesome stuff there. Love to see that. Love what they do in this one with Cecil buying time. I like that they use kind of like this space ray, I almost want to say, or giant laser to target and try to stop Omni-Man. Basically, it's like humanity throwing almost everything they have at him. And then there is the modified Kaiju, which sort of is like a, what is it, like a Cthulhu or like a Kraken or something, some kind of crazy giant creature like this with like tentacles in its mouth, or like pull things into its mouth, which has been all hopped up on whatever they can pump it full of and it wants revenge on Omni-Man. So this episode, some of the best fight sequences in the series. Episode 5 had some good ones too. We got to see Battle Beast just briefly. I'm sure we'll get to see him again. Really cool to see him later on down the line, I'm sure. If we get there in the series, if it gets renewed for a second season. God, I hope it does, because Battle Beast is freaking awesome, and I'd love to see that. So this one is sort of like, it's almost like a mature version of the DC universe or Justice League. Like if you took DC and you made it mature, so people kill each other and there's blood flying all over the place, and maybe Superman's not such a good guy. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe he's evil, or he's instead of protecting the world, he wants to take it over or something, or is supposed to. It's sort of like that, like something like that. And so for Omni-Man, you have Mark, his son, who pretty much seems to be maybe the only person powerful enough to stop him, or him and maybe everybody else thrown in the mix too. So you have Mark's mom, who's right in the middle of this, caught in the middle of everything. And so Omni-Man's starting to go on kind of a rampage here in this one. So, yeah, man, it's so cool. The fight scenes are awesome. We get to see some stuff in this one with Mark and also Adam Eve. So he breaks up with Amber, and in the comic book series, I don't want to give too much stuff away here, right? But it's like, I almost feel like maybe they'll do the same thing with Mark with respect to his relationships as they did in the comic book series, but that's kind of maybe starting out, unless at some point he gets back with Amber and they go kind of a different direction here. But it seems, right now, it seems like that's where they're going with that. So the action sequences are amazing. The fights are some of the best I've ever seen in an animated series. And I think it's unique enough. I think it's new enough. The closest thing, again, it's like maybe you take Justice League, you take Walking Dead with its gore and brutality, you take Dragon Ball, you throw them all in together, and maybe what's like a really smart a series or something, maybe Death Note or something, to get the anime a little bit more in there too. You mix them all in together, put them all together, and that's sort of Invincible. So for this episode, we need to talk, Mark. We need to talk. He's got to explain some things. They're going to have one of those birds and the bees types of talks, some father-son types of talks, if you were a Viltrumite. But so their talks are, their father to son, heart to hearts are a little bit different than ours are, right? So that's coming up soon. So people want to hear my thoughts. There you go, guys. Love Invincible. And I look forward to watching it every week. If it gets renewed for a second season, I think that'll be great. And maybe we can do some more reviews to it in the future. Also, Robot's pretty fun. And again, if the series continues, we should get to see some really cool stuff with him in the future. I like that the Mauler twins I like the Mauler twins a lot better in the TV series too. In the comics, when I read the Mauler twins, I just thought like, oh, these are just like some stupid random guys. They're kind of funny or whatever. But in the TV series, they're hilarious. I just love how they play this whole clone thing. And this one, Robot says, like, I kind of had the idea that they're both clones. Like, neither of the Mauler twins are the original, like Mauler Prime. I almost feel like Mauler Prime must have created a clone, and then maybe the clone killed him at some point, and then the clone is creating other clones. So when they keep fighting about being the original, I get the sense with the Mauler twins that none of them are actually the original. They're actually offshoots because the original one was probably killed at some point. So now they're just clones of clones of clones, you know? So it's like, it's good stuff. I'm the original, right? So it's fun. So anyway, if you guys have been watching Invincible, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. This episode is another 10 for me. The series is incredible. It's so much fun. I really hope it gets renewed. I hope Amazon sees the value in it, regardless of how many people are watching it, sees the potential, and renews the hell out of this one, because this is like the closest thing I think that we've had to like an American Dragon Ball Z type of series for an American audience, animated. I think this is the closest thing we've ever had to that, maybe. I can't think of anything else that would be kind of comparable. And after watching this episode, I think you'll know what I mean, episode 7. So that's it. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you guys soon again for another video. Live stream this weekend. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.